Hello, welcome to Avalon Robotics. Today we're just going to be talking about a open web floor truss pre-plating system. Avalon Robotics, we're here to present concepts of automation solutions to the component industry and the construction space. Just trying to utilize our knowledge of what we've seen in the industry, what we've seen in automation, and the expertise that we bring in automation to be able to present to the industry different solutions that are possible and how you might move forward to be able to develop or even purchase one of these type of systems. So today we are talking about open web floor trusses, and this is a pretty small truss, but it is on a table. And right now, just for conversations, don't really care what type of table this is. This is your current manual table. It could be the flip table. You could only be using one side of the table. It doesn't really matter, brand, color, or what type of table it is. Okay, so here's the concept of the system. You have a preplate system. This preplate system consists of nail plates organized in bins. A robot picks those nail plates out of the bins, places them on a press with a magnetic head on it, and then the web comes through and gets the connector plate placed onto the web in the right orientation. Kind of skip the infeed here. The infeed is an operator is able to load up magazines of webs, and you can see the webs are placed in the same direction every time. So there's a stack of webs, and this mechanism here moves back and forth and ejects a web into the infeed of the preplate system. So low need of an operator standing here continuously loading. It would automatically dispense a web or a vertical, whatever is needed in the next sequence piece. It would come down through, go into the preplate system. The preplate system would place the connector plate on the web. The web would come down and get buffered onto a table where all the connector plates are already placed onto the webs. The webs are in these slots, and it just starts from the same side that you would build on the table. So these pieces, the operator just takes them and just goes back and forth, placing them onto the table. And then it's a normal assembly process for the truss. The concept would be two different ways, is that you can completely, put the top and bottom cord in, put the webs all down, gantry press it, and then flip the truss over to be able to have somebody on the other side put connector plates onto it. Or you could do the common method of pre-plating the next top and bottom cord. Since you do know that the webs are coming with the connector plate already placed in the right position, it'd be very easy to be able to pre-plate the top and bottom cord. So then when the truss gets flipped over, you have the two cords that you roll back in and then pre-plate everything. That would actually eliminate the need to flip the truss. So we see that as being a very, very viable option. One operator here could be building, the complete truss, not ever having to worry about connector plates on webs. They would just have to put the connector plates on the top and bottom cord. So this is kind of a manual pre-plate system. And what are the advantages? So for the cost. So just throwing cost out there, system like this, $500,000 to $800,000, something like that. But what are the advantages? Advantages are webs would come, get loaded by an operator. It's buffered. This one operator could load nail plates and could load webs and eliminate the operator from making mistakes of which direction to put in the web. So this would handle all that on the infeed side. Obviously, pre-plating has its advantages. The disadvantages are 100% safety. That is a disadvantage, but the advantages, in my opinion, outweigh the disadvantages. The advantages of having the connector plate placed onto the web is that they're perfect every single time. The operator doesn't ever have to even look at a drawing anymore. They would understand that, these come in a very ordered fashion and they would be placed in that same order on the table. I did want to talk about one other advantage, is that the preplate cell could actually put into a bucket the connector plates, or on a conveyor, the connector plates for the top and bottom cords. So all the connector plates for the trusses being assembled could be organized in this one station, and they could be delivered not only on the webs themselves, but they could also be delivered to the operator in a station to where the operator can grab the connector plates. They would be the right connector plates in the right or right sequence to be able to be put onto the cords. So you could streamline a lot of the material flow getting to the manual table. So that's a general overview of an open web floor truss preplate web type of system. If you have questions about it or you want any more information about it, I'm always happy to talk about these things. Just reach out to Avalon Robotics and we'd be happy to talk about it. As always, we hope you liked the video and found it useful. Please let us know what you think and what you'd like to see next.